Minister, thank you for the time. As we gather once more for the PBD
Yeah.
2012, what are the new initiatives that the government would be launching this year?
One of the new initiative which I propose to get a cabinet note, that is the pension and resettlement scheme. There are people goes, they come back. So there is some problem nowadays today. So we thought when they take it's a contributory pension scheme, the proposal. They suppose they contribute, then we take a membership and follow it up.
Okay.
Then we think we can give them pension and a resettlement scheme can be integrated. It's only the idea which have been mooted and the work is on. We hope that with a cabinet note then we can come through. That's all. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one thing majorly. Then other thing, everything has been done now. Then major demands have been met or requests have been met. Now the initiative which we can do is that whenever after the result of these discussions we are holding here, then we can have it.
Okay. Looking back at 2011, what would you think are the major milestones for your ministry in this year?
2011 was one of the major achievements which we had a partnership with the northeastern states. And the northeastern states, we could make an impression on them that they can get into the mainstream of international arena,
Yeah.
and we encourage them to go abroad as the employment opportunities and the skill development is also we are making for them. So I think it is a better message to them we are given
Okay.
what they can do.
Okay.
Yeah, come to.
So, in terms of your various travels this year, your interactions during the year with the diaspora overseas, what would you like to, what are the major things that you would like to share with us during 2011?
I never made much of a travel this year, honestly, I confess. Because I become Minister of Civil Aviation.
Yeah.
I had the time to go. But I feel the downturn, what happened in the Wall Street and the economic tsunami which have been flown into a big wind, it have some impact in different European countries and America. But it was never, but the Indians are better placed according to me.
Okay.
I don't think from Europe or America many Indians are returned. No, I don't think so. But employment for some, the IT experts and some of them might have come back.
Yeah.
Because they might have thought this is a better opportunity here.
Yeah.
And the outsourcing also, there's something President Obama is doing. It's okay, there's one internal matter. But the Gulf also, not much of an impact was there on what happened in the Wall Street mint.
Okay.
But at the same time, this democratic movement in those countries have some kind of a problem that only few, maybe less than 1 lakh people might have come back.
Okay.
But the point is the major evacuation we had to do in Libya. There's a democratic movement.
Yeah.
Almost 18,000 people had to be evacuated in 3 days. Otherwise, it is one or two small here and there. Otherwise, it's better. So when we look at we look at from the distance, the disturbance in the Gulf countries may have some kind of a impact there. But at the same time, there's another movement in the Gulf countries. That is the Swadeshi-valkarana. That is the local employment for the local people. Local people. We can't object to that. We cannot object to that. The nurses and others, naturally. But the presence of Indians in millions is inevitable in the Gulf countries.
Okay.
Because for there for continuance and for the development and for the employment, for the work as a workers, it is inevitable our presence. They also realize that. So we'll have moreover that we had a very good and very fine cordial relation with the Gulf countries.
Yeah.
They are our best friends. So it is naturally when the Indian presence will continue.
Okay.
I'm not worried about any kind of a
Backlash.
or anything.
Okay. Talk a bit more about Libya. How did you manage that challenge? Because that must have been quite a big challenge.
It's a big challenge because, in fact, I was in touch with the ambassador. There's a nice lady was there. Earlier, there was some problem happened, non-payment of salaries and everything by some Indian companies themselves, not paid the Indians. So Manimekhala was the ambassador, very nice lady, enthusiastic. Then she wanted some help from me, my ministry. Then I first allowed her to start the community welfare fund. So immediately she started.
Yeah.
I given some money to start it, and she could send them back first. The Indians, especially Kerala, who work in there without a salary, I would send them back. Then this problem started. Then after some time, I got a message from some journalist called me from Dubai. He told me there's a serious problem. The Malayali nurses are in the hotel. They cannot go out. There's a problem. So he gave me a number of a nurse. So I called her.
Okay.
I got after 2-3 attempts, I got her on the line. They were all in a hotel in Benghazi, the most troublesome place.
Yeah.
Closed the hotel and they're all locked up in the rooms. So I talked to them. I said, why you worry? I'm the minister. So there's some satisfaction. No, don't worry. I called you to know what's happening. What is happening? Sir, we have to go home. You cannot go out. You can hear the shells, the gunshots. I said, don't worry. Stay back. I'll take you back. Don't worry. Sorry, you call me every day. We are all waiting your calls. I said, don't worry. So I can hear the panic.
Yeah.
So immediately I called the secretary to the Prime Minister, and the night itself, the secretary's meeting, and next day onwards, we decided to evacuate immediately, inform the Minimekala. Then being a minister of overseas, the civil aviation, easy for me to direct to send the 747. So immediately we start evacuation.
Okay.
And we could bring back 7,800 almost, bring them back. That's a big achievement of the ministry and in a collaboration with the civil aviation.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I am the minister for the both.
Both. So it must have been quite a satisfaction for
Of
you
course, a
again.
great satisfaction. And of course, evacuated somebody from some other countries also, African side.
Yeah. Exactly.
We have done it. But that is, we are alert and we are always available.
Yes.
And luckily, many of them, I don't know, all of them know my mobile number. So they call me, I pick it up because I know the digital, where it's come from.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you remain accessible to the
And
community.
even
wherever.
midnight, of course.
Yes. You had a trip to Guadeloupe this year.
Yes.
Would you like to talk a little bit about that?
The Guadeloupe is a beautiful place. And I could see all those islands near, touching up to the Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
They're all gone for the southern part of India, mainly. And I could see a memorial for Chidambaram, one Chidambaram's name, old man. He one who fought for the freedom and the freedom in the sense,
The rights.
the rights of the Indians. And he could win after 18 years of fight. Unfortunately, it's no more. You should have been honored earlier, And it's a big, they remembered him also there. I could see that. And these are all the people, unfortunately, I'm only sorry that they forget their mother tongue. I think only few people can talk either Tamil or Telugu language.
Yeah, very, very few.
Very few. But they speak very good French.
Yeah.
I don't know if the French deliberately done it, I don't know. But it happens so. But all these islands, one after another, is there. I believe after my visit, or I think the government of India have sent an officer there now, is it not? No officer so far. I recommended an officer must be there because they're all Indians.
Yeah.
And the French government has to, it is still a French colony, is it not?
Yes, sir.
Or a part of French.
It's part of the French state.
French state.
Yeah.
But they have to, them all, I don't know what kind of attention they're giving. I wish they will look after them well.
Okay.
That's the
But
point.
can your ministry or can the government of India also take some steps to ensure that that they reconnect more with India, so they learn their Indian languages?
Guadeloupe and other few islands.
Yeah.
I think is a reconnect must be there. I think one of the major the decision have been taken to invite Kamala Prasad Bisasare because for the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, for improve this connectivity. Okay. These are all the Caribbean islands.
Yeah.
So this for the connectivity I done it.
Okay.
I hope after her visit and the PBD, the message will make the island people more connectivity with the island Indians, those Indian origin people. Yes. And I'll do all my best to strengthen that. I have to visit again.
Yes, sir.
And I will strengthen that.
Yeah. There's another French territory that is waiting for you for a long time, that is Reunion.
Absolutely agree. When I go to Mauritius, last time I missed, Next visit to Mauritius, I plan to go there. From there, I land in Africa. I can easily, from there, I can
Absolutely, sir.
land to Africa. That's my idea. No?
But they also have the similar set of problems. They are
Yeah.
more connected, but in the sense of the community is much larger over there, and
I agree with you. That's it. Large over there, and they are not being taken care as they expected.
yes, sir.
I know that. I have to do something for them. That's correct.
You mentioned, that some Indian companies had not been paying
Yeah.
the Indian employees over there. But has this problem reduced in scope?
It is reduced. Now the Gulf countries is concerned, thus kind of complaints has come down because they are very strict on the POE's offices. Number one, we need a contract and everything. And embassies also, our embassies also motivated to intervene whenever an Indian worker comes with a complaint. And I'm here. Then I will also send the message.
Absolutely.
So I think I also appreciate the Indian missions activities now. They're doing a good job, according to me. That's the point now. And this time this PBD will have some message.
Okay.
That the message is the connectivity, which is the connectivity of the Indians, and also we are making the theme also. That a theme also that we made it as the diaspora's the inclusive growth,
Okay.
and the diaspora's connectivity on that.
Okay.
And we are making the seminars and everything is accordingly. And the first day, the seminars on the solar energy, the investment and other activities. Then the water. The third is the health.
Okay.
And I'm expecting the experts and the people engage this kind of activities will participate in the seminar the first day.
Okay.
The second day, the Prime Minister inaugurates, then the plenary sessions are there.
Yes.
There is the youth connectivity, the gender issues are there on the parallel sessions. And the diaspora, we are giving a very good seminar, plenary session on diaspora. The diaspora ministers and others will address.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Chief Ministers Conference, where we'll give an opportunity for the delegates to interact with the Chief Ministers, generally and separately. This is an opportunity for them to understand the states what they want.
Okay.
Then also the India Development Foundation, also we are doing some activities for the people to associate with it, to help their villages, what way we can. That's all. So this all will make a good impact on the overseas Indians. And every time we can, the point is this, every year they can come and talk. This is, don't think that this is this kind of a maholsav. No, not only that, it's a meaningful business.
Yeah.
People understand each other. So that only we are doing. And any suggestions, any kind of change, any kind of subject, the delegates can suggest. I am amenable, I am subject to any kind of thing, I will accept. And we'll try next year. Understand the point? So this is one of the major initiative of the government of India for the utilization of they have to utilize this opportunity. It will help. It already, you got the voting right.
Yeah.
OCA cards.
Yeah.
Everything has come. And your proposal for the practicing in India, the parliament passed the bill. There the overseas Indians who are holding OCA cards can practice in India, the doctors. Last year passed the bill in the park, approved with the cabinet. So OCA card is a document making you feel your Indian connectivity. It gives you certain rights. That right includes that you can invest, you can own the flat, and you can come and stay here anytime. It's all. But your first loyalty to your own government. So this kind of then cultural identity, we do that. And the voting rights, another major initiative, got the demand. The millions of Indians don't have the voting right once upon a time. Now they can enroll their name.
Yes, sir.
And so these are all we have done.
So now you've done almost, I think, 7 years as this ministry.
Yeah, 6 years over. Yeah.
So looking back, as when you came in, how has the ministry evolved?
Yeah, I am the most happiest man because I believe I've done a lot for the overseas Indians. Especially, I was very much well versed with the problem of the Gulf employees. I was the Home Minister. I received many letters from the Gulf Indians.
Yeah.
But the main complaint, My neighbor is attacking my house. My property have been encroached. My wife and children cannot walk. All the complaints comes. It need a law and order question.
Yeah.
What I did, you know what I did? I called the DGP and the IGs and said, look, I don't want any kind of letters in future like this, or I meant to feel that overseas Indians, if people work in the Gulf, the poor people, they are our asset. So I want a report in 48 hours what action you have taken. I made a proposal, one IG in charge of overseas Indians, one DYSP in charge of the every district.
Okay.
And it is their duty to inform. As soon as I send the complaint, forward to the DGP's office, not to the secretary of my ministry, DGP's office. Then he has to send me the report within 48 hours. And I could control any kind of attack or any kind of irritation to the overseas Indian families. So I know the issue.
Okay.
So I could, that's why some press friends wrote on one of the national media, Vayalar Ravi is a minister for overseas Kerala. I said, yes, I'm proud of my state. I born and brought up there. But today, you can see the very limited complaints are coming from the Gulf and the West or in America. I made them very happy because I am here to hear them, to help them also.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.